Most people think rejection is the worst thing you can hear. It actually isn't. Silence hurts more than rejection. And if you've ever been ignored by someone you cared about, you already know this. In this video, I'm going to break down why silence affects the human mind so deeply and what it actually does to us psychologically. Rejection is direct. Someone says no, someone walks away. It hurts, but it ends something. Silence doesn't end anything, it suspends the situation. No answers, no explanation, no closure. You're not rejected, you're not chosen, you're left waiting. And psychologically, waiting is far more damaging than loss. When rejection happens, our brain processes grief. But when silence happens, the brain searches for meaning. You don't grieve, you analyze. You replay conversations, you question tone, you search for mistakes that may not exist. Silence forces the mind to fill in the blanks, and the mind is rarely kind when it does that. Here's the uncomfortable truth: rejection hurts emotionally, silence hurts psychologically. Rejection says, I don't choose you. Silence says, you're not important enough to respond to. And the human brain interprets being ignored as a threat. Not because you lost someone, but because your sense of relevance feels threatened. That's why silence doesn't just hurt your feelings, it shakes how you see yourself. Rejection is a decision, and silence is a delay. And delays create imbalance. The person who disappears does nothing, and the person who's left behind does everything: waiting, interpreting, hoping. Silence shifts control without saying a word. That's why it feels so heavy. Silence doesn't hurt because it's stronger than rejection. It hurts because silence forces projection. You project fears, you project insecurities, you project imagined meanings. At some point, the pain is no longer coming from the other person, it's coming from what your mind is creating in their absence. Silence hands the power back to your own thoughts. Silence is not confusion, it's information. Not about your worth, but about the other person's capacity. People who go silent often avoid discomfort, avoid honesty, avoid responsibility. Silence isn't mystery, it's a message delivered without words. Rejection closes a door, silence keeps you standing in the doorway, and the longer you stand there waiting, the more control silence has over you. The moment you stop waiting for answers is the moment silence starts losing its power. If you are dealing with silence right now, remember this: stop treating silence as temporary. Don't reread conversations looking for closure. Separate your self worth from someone else's attention. Let behavior give you the answer words didn't. You don't need clarity from someone who chose distance. If this video put words to something you have felt but couldn't explain, subscribe to the channel. And if this resonated, leave a comment with one word that describes what silence felt like for you. See you in the next video.